Hi, Janelle and Gregory Watson here, helping you with your vibrational energy mastery.
Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like what you see, hit like and feel free to subscribe to our channel. It's your energy, your way.
Master your energy today.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Morning, afternoon, evening, wherever and whenever you are at this moment in time. My name is Janelle Watson and I am the head coach at the Feather of Gold's Elite Soul Academy. And I wanted to have a quick chat with you. I'm also, in the Vibe Tribe. Wanted to have a chat with you about perspective. Perspective is our topic for this week. I'm just going to make sure I can see any chats that come in. Perspective is our topic for this week, and what you'll find is that it's a really, really important aspect of being an important aspect of your entire soul journey. And why? Because so many people find that they struggle with the whole idea of perspective. Oh, seem to be frozen. I need to double check. See if that's actually going on. Let's see if I can find this so I can actually see some chats going. Okay, so your perspective is important. Why is your perspective important? It's important because struggle with, whoops, turn off my volume would be good, wouldn't it? All right, your perspective is important because it really has a lot to do with the way your life is going to travel. I see so many people out there who find that they go searching for how to connect to their inner selves, how to connect to um, other souls, how to connect to the universe. And they go, I've seen so many different groups where people jump in and they go, you must do this way, or you must do this that way. And basically, it's not really correct because there is no set way. There are things that we can use to help. There are things that we can guide you with. But your perspective is your point of view. Your perspective is where you are actually being shown things from, where you are actually coming from. It's part of your programming that will affect your perspective. It's part of who you are. It's a part of your soul journey, your soul mission. All of those things are important with your perspective. So you need to actually, with your perspective, keep it in perspective. um, one of the things I find is that starting the journey or working on the journey or being part of a journey where you are connecting to your inner being, where you're finding your inner magic, where you are actually starting to connect to the energy around you, is that it becomes a little bit overwhelming. And a lot of people struggle with that. And I know that a lot of people struggle with that. However, what you need to do is step back and take perspective from it. When I first started working and training and mentoring in the spiritual realm, and it's not my favorite term. Spiritual is not a term that I actually really love, simply because it's misconstrued in so many ways, because there are so many different perspectives of it. But I used to call myself a spiritual perspectivist because, and I'm still a perspectivist, because it's all about perspective. It's all about how you perceive, receive, react to, and deal with energy, remembering that everything is energy. So that's why our YouTube channel is called Perspectivist TV, because it's about showing you different perspectives, different ways to do things, ensuring that you are actually in alignment with what works for you. Now, we've got a couple of people, for example, signing up to our Soul Adventurers mentoring program, and that's great. But what we do within that is we show people how different ways to do things so that they actually can work from their perspective, so that they actually learn a solid foundation of knowledge, but they take it in the way they need to take it in. So it's a really important part of your journey to ensure that you are aware that there's other people's perspectives, There is really no true right or wrong as far as things are concerned like this. And that a perspective is simply a point of view or a from where you're actually standing. The point that from where you are standing now, your perspective about something will change over time. It will either broaden or it will even do a complete 180-degree flip, and you'll be looking at things from a different perspective. So what we say is keep your minds open to the fact that there is more around you, that there is more happening to you, that there is more happening with you than just your perspective. Don't make it a narrow perspective. Let's make it a broader perspective. So things happen for a reason. A lot of the time, things happen for a reason. Reasons might be that it's a part of your learning, that you came here to learn. It's a part of how you work. It's a part of your mind process. It's a part of how your thinking goes. It's a part of your programming that you came through. Remembering that we choose our parents before we come through, and a lot of people are like, no, 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 couldn't possibly. But the reality is we do, because it's all, whatever we come through into a situation, it's all to learn from. It means that your soul needs to actually expand and learn from this. You may find that you're here as a teacher or a healer or an intuitive psychic or whatever it is that you're here for. If you are here as a coach, if you are here as a mentor, you are healing others. And that's just a fact. What you're doing is healing others and you're healing yourself along the way. And I think one of the things that people forget about is to flip the switch with the perspective and check out the fact that maybe they need to do some healing on themselves as they progress through their life. It's not all about having to, be there for others, but we need to be there for us. Because let's face it, we come into this human body as an energy being woven into a human body. We come into this by our choice. We make this choice to do this, and then we make this choice to learn. And whatever conditions we find ourselves in, a lot of the time this has been preempted because it's what your soul needs to expand. It's what your soul needs to learn with. And it's what your soul needs to actually become a better you, a better and more enlivened soul. So as we reach out and we do all these things, we are actually healing ourselves, we are expanding ourselves, we are expanding our consciousness, and of course the universe is expanding your consciousness. Hi, Michelle. So what you'll find is that when we are looking at things, remember to look at different perspectives. Remember there are different perspectives. Somebody's view on something is going to be different to yours. We're not all the same. How boring would that be, if we were actually all the same? We're not. We are individuals. We are individual souls journeying through this lifetime and learning from others, learning for ourselves, learning from our guides, learning from the universe. So this is why having a perspective and a view is important. And sometimes you'll hear me say to you, change your perspective. Look at this from a different angle. Try and see perhaps the light in something. Try and see the positivity in something. Try and take something out of this. Let's move you from one perspective to another, and you'll see that there are times when it will actually shift your energy. Okay? So this is why perspective is important. I hope I've answered the question enough. If you've got other questions and something you want me to answer, or if you're on and you're watching now, please leave a question below. I'm happy to answer it for you. If you're actually having difficulties with anything that I've said or difficulties with anything in particular, leave a message below and I'll get back to you and we'll talk on this. I love perspective. It is the most important thing because it means that we are all individuals and can be individuals. And that's so important on this soul journey. It is so, so important. And it's why we make sure that when we do anything, when we work as teachers, when we work as coaches, when we work as mentors, when we actually work as healers, that we are aware of the fact that it needs to be fluid and flexible because everyone's perspective is different. Try not to get trapped and locked into a cage where you're finding that there is only one way. Okay? So, love, light, and gratitude to each of you. And I'll chat with you soon. In fact, Thanks, Tia. Yes, acceptance of others. That is actually right. That's right. And we need to understand that sometimes we need to accept that we need to walk away from others as well. And that's an important ideal as well. So thank you for watching. Love you all. And I will talk to you soon. Remember, keep your perspective.